Alright, how we do, folks? Your boy Mark's on 205 numbers after the name. A little tight Tuesday action here. A little gameplay comes down to limit to the wall to the wire. And take my word that this game is close. Because we're playing some hardcore, so we ain't gonna see too much on the HUD over here, man. So let me tell you about hardcore here, man, in this game. I've had an interesting relationship with the hardest of cores. I really only I dabble into it when I need the long shots and the SMGs, right? That's kind of what I've been doing. And the shotguns for, like, the spaz. I've done a bunch of stuff on there. That's it. That's kind of been my only motivation mode. I play core modes. I don't know. Hardcore has never crossed my mind to play. Everything kind of happens too quick, and I don't know. In previous Call of Duty games, it never really attracted me to this mode. I would very. I think sometimes I would play with the captain as like a joke, be like, "Oh, play hardcore." Like that's kind of how we treated it. And here, I was struggling to get the long shots with the SMGs just because everything else could kill you so much quicker at the long ranges that you need for this. That I was like, you know what? Let me go try hardcore, and I was able to do it pretty quickly. But more so than just getting the long shots with it, I realized that like I kind of generally like hardcore in this game, and I'm actually kind of good at it, which I think is part of the reason why I like it, is because I'm good at it. It really, like, what it does is, to me, it accentuates the importance of knowing the map and knowing the spawns and knowing where everything's at. And those are kind of my fortes to begin with in Call of Duty. So it really plays up to, and maybe it's done this in the past, I just haven't been that good at it, or maybe I've run into some people that aren't that great in hardcore. I don't know what the full facsimile of the situation is, but you compound all these things together, and I've had some really, really good and really, really fun hardcore matches, whether it be a Tight Tuesday games that kind of come down a little bit to the wall to the wire, or Wasteland Wednesday, we'll see some hardcore action going on there now too. And I'm still hesitant to say I'm going to be playing like a lot of hardcore period just for fun. But I definitely might throw it in there. If it wasn't, and I understand why I have to be the core and the hardcore players have to be separate. But if for some reason I could mix them in there, I wouldn't mind every once in a while throwing in a hardcore thing into my rotation and just being like, if it comes up, it comes up. I don't even adapt my classes. I don't even have like my classes adapted to it anyway. I still have like the field mic on, for example, even though 9 out of 10 times the UAV isn't up. So it's interesting to me. I'm still gathering some intel as to why. I don't team kill as much as I've done in other hardcore modes in the past. I still do it sometimes. The other day with the spaz, man, I felt so bad. I might put it up next week. I don't know. I got a lot of good gameplay to throw up there, actually. But the other day I was playing with the spaz, and I was on like this crazy streak. And I mean, like 13, 14, 15 deep with it. And then I just like rocked the teammate because I thought it was an enemy, and I felt so bad. I was like, "Oh my lord, I'm that guy." I was like, "Gosh." So it's cool, man. It's cool, like the advantage you get with the mini map versus the advantage or the disadvantage you get without it. It still kills too quick for my liking. So sometimes there is some snappiness of, hey, that guy just saw me first and that's it. But like I said, if you're the guy who like sees the other person first and you're able to maneuver yourself in the map in a way that you put yourself in the best advantages, you're very, 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 very rewarded in hardcore. Whereas in core, it just doesn't happen sometimes. Like, it doesn't really like work out that way. So I will keep dabbling in a hardcore, and I think kind of where I'm sitting at pretty peacefully is when I need to go do like my challenge stuff. I'm gonna go in there, and then I'll kind of just stick around. Like last night, I went in to do the AK-47U. I believe I need some long shots with. And then I decided to stick around and do some spa stuff, and then I just stuck out around the rest of the night. I was having good games, and I was like, whatever, we'll just keep playing some hardcore. I might do that. I don't think I'll ever go initially to the hardcore, but I'll definitely do that over here. So final impressions of the Milano as well. I like this gun. It's probably best used for hip fire. I really don't play that way, but even aiming down sights, I found myself having some good games with it. One thing that I found a little bit weird is that like it kind of like just, I don't know, the pickup motion when you aim down sights was always a little bit off to me. You kind of get used to it, but it still is just like a little bit unnatural. But the hip fire is definitely the way to go with this weapon. It's a strong weapon. I've actually been pleasantly surprised. I'm 3 SMGs deep now in terms of getting them. Diamond down, you know, MP5 way back, blah, 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 amazing gun, all that jazz. Been a little bit nerfed since. The Milano now, solid weapon, I think holds its own. The AK-47U I really, really liked. I really, really enjoyed my time with it. I just wrapped it up the other day. And I don't want to say, I hesitated that. I don't want to say that it's going to be my main SMG, but I'm still strongly considering. I'm going to go through the rest to see if there's any more that I like. I forget now the one I'm on, but it's like a 3-burst thing, and I'm like, oh boy, like Mario goes in burst weapons in terms of like these, like there was like a Vector I remember or something like that back in the day. Or a Vespa, I don't remember what that was called. But other than that, I'll go with it. I don't think I'm gonna be good with this one. We'll see though. Maybe like 2 weeks from now, I'll be like, yo, this gun is red. Probably not. But the AK-47U I really like because it gives you some of that up-close stuff that you need, but also it has like a good amount of range on it. And it's not the AK-47 that we had in the beta, but it's still pretty damn good. I wouldn't sleep on necessarily, especially when you like deck it all out. So anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys here with the rest of this gameplay, man. It was pretty damn good, man. It's a really fun game. It really comes down pretty much down to the wire over here. We had to make some crude decisions over here to kind of end everything and make sure we get the dub for the team.
Halftime. Switching rally points. Seize the objectives. Enemy care package above. Taking Alpha. We're pulling ahead. Enemy took C. Alpha locked down. Enemy spy plane inbound. Enemy napalm strike incoming. Enemy has V. Securing Bravo. We're losing the advantage. Taking Bravo. Securing Charlie.
Spy plane available for tasking.
Charlie locked down. Enemy care package above. All locations secured. Hold your positions. We're in the lead. Losing Alpha. Hostile RCXD in your AO. Enemy took Alpha.
Spy plane MTL.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Sorry guys, spy plane fuel low. We're out of here.
Enemy spy plane inbound. Securing B. Enemy sentry turret detected in your AO.
Looks good. 1 EKIA.
Hits.
Taking B. Missile inbound. B locked down.
Available for tasking. Harp ready to commence overflight.
SP3 to NATO Spec Ops team. We are transmitting enemy location. Spy plane above. Stand to fly.
Contact with spy plane.
Harp midway mission time check.
Losing Bravo. Hostile care package inbound. Enemy spy plane inbound. Enemy took B.
We are low on fuel. 3 returning to base.
Appreciate the intel, Aspen 3. Tack 'em out.
Losing C. B secure. We lost C. Securing A.
Hostiles have destroyed one of your field mics. Squadron 4-2 above. Deploying your vector. Squadron 4-2
Alpha secure.
Stay safe down there.
Losing Alpha. Mission goals are in sight. Bring this
Hostiles
home.
have destroyed one of your field mics.
Enemy took A. Losing Bravo. Taking C. Enemy spy plane inbound. C secured. Enemy has B. Hostile care package inbound. Enemy care package above.